Hello, everyone, and welcome back yet again to Trekyards. I am Captain Foley.
And I am Commander Cockins. And Stuart, we love to get around the airwaves. We love to zoom around in style, in class, on fast fibre optics. It's a passion of ours.
Yes, absolutely.
And where do you take this joke from there?
All the way to the Delta Quadrant. Flying there in what could be a Delta Flyer variant. Ha! I did it!
Did you know, Stuart, that out of the blue in episode 5, there was pretty much a Delta Flyer? Just casually, just flying by. Did you notice that, Stuart?
I did, actually. I did. I watched it. I noticed it on my second watch through of it when I was doing notes and stuff. So, yes, I did notice it right away.
And what did you think about this rather interesting choice?
I thought it was a rather interesting choice. It's like the Delta Flyer, limousine, because it's a stretched out Delta Flyer. So I thought like a cargo ship or something, but it was an interesting idea for sure.
Yes. Lower Decks known for both using direct cannon ships like Vulcan Shuttle from TMP and sort of tweaking things based on their own cartoon style. So everything's kind of like we've seen a Bird of Prey in a trailer which looks perfect, we've seen a Bird of Prey in season 1 that looks weird. So everything's kind of like depends how they feel on that day. But for the most part, we kind of trust the intentionality of the design is. And if you remember, in episode 1 in Mariner's holodeck program, we saw perfectly true Delta Flyers. So they do know and have done accurate Delta Flyers, which already was a confusing point because while this is post-Voyager, I guess that was easy because it was a holodeck, Mariner said put Delta Flyers in. But Stuart, here is a comparison render, because we can do that, of these two designs, both similar and not similar. And for those of you that are saying, no, it's not really a Delta Flyer, yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is. Now, not literally, but that's why the episode's called Alien Delta Flyer, because it ain't no Federation, it ain't no Delta Flyer, but it's a Delta Flyer. Thoughts now seeing them side by side?
Much more similar than I anticipated. Yet at the same time, more differences than I anticipated. It even has the slide down warp nacelle things. You can see the exact same kind of shape cutout, and just those panel details on the back, on the side there, transferred over. Now, other than that, there's some shapes that are different. The Delta Flyer has a bigger bump on the top there, and it's also missing the front Bizarre collector.
Just the front in general is just...
Yeah, the front's just different, yeah.
It's real weird, Stuart. I wonder who drew this, because it's weird. And it's also worth noting, this is the Delta Flyer Mark II, not the Mark 1. The Mark II is only seen in about, 5-6 episodes? It's the one with the impulse pods at the top. After the first Delta Flyer got destroyed by, the little thing called a tactical Borg cube. It got blown up, they built a new one, same 3D model, but with impulse pods. So that's the version, because the other version has got different things. And clearly that's the version they drew here. I'm assuming then, and it's certainly not a stretch to say that when the Delta Flyer came back, Starfleet was super excited by how good the design was, and would then produce a version 3 for mass market. And then at a certain point, Romulans or whoever would get plans, and they'd say, oh, actually, we love most of this, let's make our own version. And this being a few years later, at a certain point, it seeps down, just like you can find Chinese knockoff AirPods that do 30% of the same work for 1/100th the price. This is a, Chinese sweatshop Delta Flyer. Mostly the same, but not quite as nice. Civilian. Stolen.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, civilian version. I mean, that's interesting. I didn't think that at all, but there are some differences between it and the Federation, for sure. It also doesn't seem as stretched out here. When you see it in the show, it looks like it's longer. It's not really. It is more squat down a little bit, design-wise.
Obviously, no Borg tech, no phasers, no blinkies. It's a relatively good look at our reference, but also let's take away the stuff that's uniquely Borg of it, because the civilians wouldn't have that.
And you would assume that any Delta Flyers made by the Federation once the Voyager got back wouldn't have the janky cockpit design. They would modify the controls, for sure, and they would also modify that window. Because the window looks cool and all, but it would just be easier just to have a window and actual real pilot controls. Because not everybody would be into the tactical, switches and knobs that Captain Proton wanted to use there. So there would be changes, obviously, and
probably, arguably, the Borg tech wouldn't be necessarily used in the same way, because part of the
I don't think
charm
they
was
used it all.
Well, that's the thing. 7 was there to be the one that knows how to use it and maintain it and modify it. Without that, it's like you've got nitrous, but you don't know how to repair it. It's like you can use it, but when it starts to go wrong, you've now broken your car, and now it's actually a lesser. And so I can imagine them closing off those Borg segments, changing details slightly, etc. But yeah, did you guys notice it? I was just like, oh my god! And here was a fun little comparison, which we can do on Trekyards. Well done again, guys, for putting the effort in and canonizing fun alien weird stuff. Cool beans.
That's right. So put in the comment section what you guys thought about this. Did you notice it, first of all? And what are your thoughts now talking about it afterwards? You think it's an alien design? Is it the Federation, just a civilian version? Is it a cargo one? Does it look longer to you? Because it absolutely looks longer. Anyway, I put that in the comments.
Or is it just a simple referential... here's a draw for funsies.
Put that in the comments section and let us know your thoughts, guys. And hit that like button, of course, for the video. Share it around when you can. And subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're notified. Click that bell notification icon. And if you want to talk to us about things like this in real time, you can join us for our lives, which we do quite often, quite a few a week. So if you want to join the community, by all means, stop by for a live and hang out with us.
And those are so fun because we look at these episodes in detail, scene by scene, often shot by shot, and we find a lot of these little treasure moments that, especially in Lower Decks, they go by so quickly, but the effort was there to put them in 10 frames, 4 seconds, 1 second, 3 frames sometimes. It's amazing. So yeah, come in, and then when you see something, you can super chat and help us out, and then you support the channel, you support the content, you support our other videos like these that come out for free. They're all great ways to do. And of course, you check the comments, check the description, sorry, because there's so many little ways of helping, including just buying yourself a t-shirt, which helps us by helping you. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So until next time, guys, I'm Captain Foley.
I'm Connor.
I'm the Federation version, not an alien version, I promise. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.